The cell cycle is a series of events that takes place in a cell as it grows and divides. The parts of the cell cycle are interphase and mitosis. Interphase consists of the G1 phase, the S phase, and the G2 phase. The cell can also go into the G0 phase. Mitosis consists of prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. There is also cytokinesis, which is the final step in producing two identical daughter cells. In the G1 phase of the cell cycle, the cell grows in preparation for DNA replication. It increases in size and prepares all of the necessary proteins needed for replication. At the end of the G1 phase, there is a diploid number of chromosomes. In the S phase, the DNA gets replicated by the cell. After the S phase, there are a diploid number of chromosomes. During the G2 phase of the cell cycle, the cell prepares itself for mitosis. The cell checks the duplicated chromosomes for errors and makes repairs if needed. It is also a period of cell growth. At the end of the G2 phase, there is still a diploid number of chromosomes in the cell. The cell then proceeds to mitosis, which consists of prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, followed by cytokinesis. During prophase, the chromatin fibers become tightly coiled, condensing into chromosomes. The nucleoli disappears, and each duplicated chromosome appears as two identical sister chromatids that are joined together at their centromeres. Metaphase, which is the longest stage of mitosis, is when the chromosomes line up at the metaphase plate held together by the spindle fibers on either poles of the cell. Two sister chromatids at the metaphase plate split at their centromeres. They are pulled towards opposite poles of the cell by spindle fibers and centrosomes. Two daughter nuclei form in the cell. Nuclear envelopes also arise from fragments, and the nucleoli reappear. The chromosomes also become less condensed. Cytokinesis is the division of a cytoplasm. Usually, cytokinesis involves the formation of a cleavage furrow which pinches the cell in two. At the end of mitosis, two haploid daughter cells are produced. Cells can also exit the cell cycle and go into a non-dividing state, which is the G0 phase. Many cells of the human body are in the G0 phase, such as nerve cells and muscle cells. This is because they do not divide. This is an overview of the cell cycle.